everybody. It's Kelly and Heather, and we are here with Real Conversations with Kelly. And this is episode 13. Woo! My favorite number. Yes. We are going to be talking about making sure whatever you repeat is going to be changing your life at the same time. So let's get started. All right. So this morning I went to yoga. And I was really surprised that she mentioned to us, okay, this is probably going to be hard, but the more we repeat what we're doing, the easier it gets. And I thought, light bulb moment. Oh my gosh, if I repeat what I'm doing, it's going to get better. And it actually did. So some of the sequences that we were going through this morning, I was like, wow, I actually did all of them. I didn't go into child's pose to rest.
To rest.
So I don't know whether you've ever experienced that, Heather, or not, but I mean, it really woke me up and I felt like, oh my gosh, I've got to do this in my life in order to really get what I want. So I figured we'd explore it today and figure out where we end up.
Yeah, let's explore it. When you brought this idea to me, my first thing was, I'm going to write down everything that I repeat in my life. The first thing, though, that I did was I get out of bed at 5 a.m. every day. And it used to be really difficult. And I just started doing it over and over. And literally, I don't even wake up with an alarm. And if I had to, I probably would not be getting up at 5 a.m. But I don't wake up with an alarm. So as soon as my eyes pop open, I just think to myself, okay, here we go. Get out of bed. And for me, the repetitiveness of it is throw the covers off, roll out, put my feet on the floor, stand up with my achy, creaky back, and then move out of my room. And when you started to say about how it makes our life better, if I don't get up at 5 a.m., then I am not going to do my morning meditations. I'm not going to do my morning other rituals of watching something, some learning shows. And then I'm not going to probably go to the gym or something's going to suffer. And every single one of those things makes my life better. So it doesn't have to just pertain to a yoga pose. It can pertain to everything else that we do.
Right, right. And I feel like it opened up my heart this morning. It opened up my space. I felt like I had landed. It was so interesting. And I just was like, wow, I'm exactly where I need to be, but I've got to really figure out what is it that I need to put on repeat. Maybe you guys can share with us what you repeat. What do you feel like that you do? I know something that I do that I repeat that I continually do every so often, but it always brings a smile to my face and makes me feel better is I buy flowers.
Oh, there you go.
I buy flowers and Trader Joe's can't beat it. And I get Alstrom and then I've kind of been getting lilies and gosh, I don't know the names of the flowers. I'm not a gardener.
They're just beautiful. It's all good. The colors are great.
But I like to get, like, I would buy orange roses. They were like they were like a light orange with a little yellow tint to it with red on the tips and just gorgeous. It's my favorite. And I would buy those and put those in my living room or in my dining room. And I just loved it. And I love having flowers here.
How do you feel about the times where maybe the things on repeat are just boring, or they're just really hard to do. Because there are some things, I mean, let's face it, going to school, reading, writing, arithmetic, there was so much that was
Mhm.
repetitive, and we just wanted to be like, kill me now. But we needed to be able to do that because that propelled us to the next step in life. So, what are your thoughts on the things that we need to do on a daily life to make life better? Does it get hard? Is it hard? Does it need to be hard? Should we be looking for things that aren't hard?
Be hard. I really don't. I don't think it needs to be hard. And I think it's different for everybody. I feel like journaling is a big thing for us right now. We've reached the age where we have we've done what we need to do. And now we need to be looking in the mirror at ourselves and going, what do you want?
Hmm.
Where do you want to be? And journaling will take you there. Journal, make a list of things that you want to do. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's like jumping out of a plane. Love it, love it, love it. I did
No,
it
thank
so
you.
many times, but I had to do it on repeat in order to feel comfortable to jump out by myself
See, that's
and
a
do
good
it with
point.
somebody with me.
That's a good point, because when you talk about journaling, we all know that it's great for us. We all know that it can help put thoughts together, especially when you are putting pen to paper. However, it can be a little bit difficult to start. I remember people have told me for forever, just start journaling, and I didn't ever want to. Or do you remember growing up and they said, keep your diary? It was called a diary way back when, and it's
And
your
it had a
secret
lock.
thoughts.
And
Yes, it had a lock, and you were so mad when you thought that your brother or your sister, or heaven forbid, your parents came in, were reading that journal or that
oh yeah,
diary. Do not be reading my diary.
oh
And
yes.
and I never liked doing it because I always felt like it was a case of, well, today I went to school, I had this for lunch, I sat with so and so, I came home, I did this. I always felt that diaries were all about that. And so I really never got into it. Even as an adult with young kids,
Mhm.
I couldn't get into it. I even, you know what's interesting? I even have found some of my mom's old journals that she kept for a really long time. And they were that.
Mhm.
What is happening? Where did we live? And some of that, okay, is great. I just never got into that. However, once I've reached a certain age and I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm trying to do with my life and moving forward, and that brain dump, as you call it,
Mhm.
it has been some of the most special moments that I've spent in my mornings. Again, 5 a.m. And when I've gotten an idea or an intuitive hit, I just start writing about it. And I think my best thinking comes in the form of pen to paper and brain dumping. And it really has become a habit now. And I do think it makes a better life because I'm
Yes.
getting things together.
Yes. And there are things that you will write that you'll go, did I really write that?
That's right.
Let me read that one more time.
Right.
Because once you put pen to paper or pencil to paper, whatever it is, it makes you, it releases all your creativity, what you want to do, where you want to be, what you don't need in your life, what you think you do need in your life. And then you'll look at it and go, well, I do need this in my life, but I sure don't want to do that. But then really find out whether is that a fear or is it just something that you put on there to move, to catapult you forward to do something else. It might be a stepping stone.
Yeah, I love that. As you mentioned that, it helps me to think about a lot of times some of the things I've written have been aha moments.
Mhm.
of, oh my gosh, that is the reason why I am fearful of this or not liking that. Or it really helps me self reflect and has really given me great opportunities to really see inside myself and see exactly what's going on and how I feel about things. It's been
Right,
really, really helpful.
right. Trying to think of the other thing that's very repetitive in my life. I meditate every morning. When I wake up, I may wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I will meditate for like 10, 15 minutes or even 5 minutes.
Mm.
And then when I wake up again, I feel so refreshed. And I go, oh, yeah, I woke up at 3 and I meditated. Forgot about that. And so then I just get up and I go on with my day. It has become a habit and it's become a great habit. And another thing I've been doing, and I know this sounds crazy, but hello, I'm
What?
a little crazy. I've actually been looking at myself in the mirror and
Okay.
just saying, you are amazing and you are going to change so many lives. And sometimes I believe it, sometimes I don't, but I keep saying that every day. You are amazing and you are going to change so many people's lives.
What does that give you? Why are you doing it?
Oh, because I mean, sometimes I feel like, okay, I haven't done this and I haven't done this. Like with the podcast, I'm so excited that I'm here. And I know I've said that, but I am. I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy that you and I have taken that step because we're not here just to boast and gloat about ourselves. I'm ready to take you to a different level because we have reached that plateau.
I was thinking about the different changes in our lives, and I look at my mom, who is in her 80s now, and the
Mhm.
thing that she challenges herself with are way different than she used to. She has to either find those challenges or she literally will sit all day long in a couch and play Sudoku, whatever it's called. She will literally be in one place for many, many hours all day long if she does not have something to occupy her time that gets her out. And this is to me so important as we age and all of our roles change and we're no longer the family taxi, we're no longer the cheer mom, or the
Mhm.
career is starting to end. Those repetition things are going to be so important. They're going to look differently, but they're going to be so important. Otherwise, you're probably going to struggle with any sort of purpose and you're going to lose yourself.
Right. When you just said that, it kind of triggered me because one of the big things that since I turned, well, I think it happened when I turned 55, because I'm going to be 62 this year. And with that, being in service is one of my big things. I
Yeah.
want to make sure that I am giving back to my family, to my friends, to my community, to women who are flashing out there, whatever that looks like. I am ready to be in service.
Do you feel like that's going to be filling you up with your
Oh,
repetitive sayings, your repetitive classes, repetitive the things that we're
yes,
doing on repeat? Is that going to fulfill your purpose in your next stage?
it is. It is. And I feel like it will evolve from it'll evolve from that and it'll get bigger, but the clarity, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like I get more clarity out of being in service and knowing that I'm making a difference.
What's the biggest change that you feel like you're going through right now?
Well, the biggest change, really realizing, gosh,
Get real conversations here.
yeah,
What's the biggest change that's propelling you forward?
realizing that I've been real with everybody else but myself.
In what way?
Um, I've been a people pleaser all my life, all my life. Oh my gosh. And I've seen people give back, and I'm like, oh, I want to give back and I want to give more, you know. And but in reality, I've got to I've got to turn around and go, hey, Kelly, what's going on with you, and how are we going to put you in the driver's seat? And you are ready to move forward, change your life, be an example. Gosh, that has been one of the biggest things. One of the biggest things is, am I a good example
Hmm.
to other people? And if
What
somebody said to me, what is your legacy? That would be it. I want people to say, gosh, Kelly took care of herself and yet had time to help other people.
got it?
That
What brought on that change? Why hadn't you been doing it all along? You're a people pleaser, but why hadn't you been doing it
mm,
all along? What is the change?
gosh.
Why now?
Here we go, girls.
Do it.
Here we go. I'm putting on my big girl panties. And when I say this is for me. Doesn't have to be for you, but it was for me. I quit drinking.
Ah,
I quit drinking 18, 19 months ago. And I did it for health reasons, but it opened my eyes to what I had been missing in myself.
gotcha. There's the change.
And if you want, I mean, that's getting real right there. So, and it wasn't that I was drinking to ignore something. I would drink when I was happy. I would drink when I was sad. I would drink because I came home and that was the only thing to do. Or I would go to happy hour or whatever, I mean, and sometimes people go, hey, you want to go to happy hour? And I go, oh, yeah, I'll go to happy hour. And then I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to happy hour. I'm either going to get a mocktail or I'm going to get a club soda with a lime or a Perrier, but it doesn't bother me because I know that I am clear. I feel good about myself. I mean, I feel like it has catapulted me really further than I ever thought possible. Now, don't get me wrong, I still get afraid. I'm still fearful. I think, "Oh my gosh, I've got to go on and I have to tell these women really what's happening with me." Because this is real conversations. This is what I've been talking about. And this is where we're going with this. And I want you, ladies, to really let me know what's happening with you. Like, what is it? I mean, Heather, you've got a lot happening with you. I just told you my shift. I know you're going through your shift right now.
Very true. After being in a career for 20, 25, some odd years, I'm ready to shift gears. I find myself not wanting to even care about rehabbing somebody else's body. I just want to rehab my own body. I always talk about, I would love to have 3 hours every day just to spend on my own care of my body. And one might say, well, Heather, you do. That's why you get up at 5 a.m. No, I'm talking about after that. I want the 3 hours. So I've gotten to that point where I'm ready to shift into the personal development that I love so much. The retreats that we've both loved so much. The teachings of helping other people be able to give themselves permission to end a career that has had its time and feel okay about it. That is my biggest change. For that, I have to put in repetition of certain activities so that I don't just lose sight and just keep falling back into the same old, same old. So talk to me about that. What are some of the things that you're putting into place as a repetitive item to keep you moving forward so you don't fall back into drinking, so you don't fall back into old, I know for you at one point, eating habits, because your health has been such a big thing for you. So what other things besides meditation, journaling, yoga, are there some other things that you're really having to put into place? Maybe boundaries. Ooh, that's a big one, huh? How about repeating boundaries? Ooh, talk about that. That's huge.
Definitely boundaries.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's boundaries with myself.
Ooh.
And I mean with myself. Somebody says, hey, do you want to go here? And I go, yeah, maybe I do. And then I go, no, I really don't. Because there are times where I just want to be. And gosh, some of the things that I've changed, well, my friendships have changed. It's so amazing how friendships have fallen away. And some friendships are adjusting. And I treasure my friendships more than anything because that's who I am. That's who I've been all of my life. And I cut off I guess I don't. I was starting to say I cut off looking at Facebook and looking at Instagram at certain times, but that's one of my goals. One of my goals is to make sure that I don't allow that to take over who I am.
That's great.
Because somebody can get on there and have more than me or do more than me, or I can listen to a podcast and go, oh my gosh, look at all their listeners and blah, blah. And I'm just like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But yet I have to bring myself back and go, I am doing exactly what I want to do. And who cares? Who cares? They're doing what they want to do, and I'm doing what I want to do.
It's freedom. The key is to still take a step back and be okay with that's not where you are right now. You don't have to be that way. You can work towards it.
Authenticity.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's great. I think that's the most important thing about it.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Okay. So in closing, then, I think you are going to let us know about 3 things that we could put on repeat on a daily basis that would help us move forward through challenges versus stumbling backwards. What are those 3 things?
Well, laugh at yourself.
Oh, that's a great habit.
Completely laugh at yourself. I mean, I know I get up and my hair is sticking up and it's like glued to the side of my face. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, nobody would want to see me this morning. So laugh at yourself. And then laugh during the day, even if you've got to like stop and go, taking myself too seriously. Maybe look up a joke or find something to laugh at.
Okay. Number one, laugh. Laugh more.
Absolutely.
Put it on repeat.
Belly laugh. Belly laugh.
Okay. Number two,
Move your body. Go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Go for a walk. Even if it's around the office or even if it's around the block, go for a walk. It actually will clear your mind. It will set you back into that space of alignment and clarity.
Love it. Okay. Number two. So what's number three?
Number three, really enjoy being by yourself.
That's a challenge for a lot of people.
Enjoy being by yourself. This has been a really hard one for me because I'm the type of person that if I'm by myself, I'm making a phone call and I'm gonna put you on my calendar. If my phone's not ringing, I'm gonna make it ring. So I've just decided that it's just time to enjoy who I am so that other people can enjoy me.
I think that's great. So we've got to put on repeat, laugh, move your body, and learn to enjoy yourself every day, a little bit every day.
Every day.
There you have it.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh my gosh, this has just been the best one. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself through telling you what's going on with me and being real.
That's what we're here for.
So we'll see you next time. Thanks so much and have a great day.